So the sports information profession is definitely a behind-the-scenes profession, and it's really our jobs to kind of shine the light on the teams and the players, the coaches that are part of the programs here.
My name is Chase Colleton. I'm Assistant Director of Strategic Communications. This is my third year here.
Joey Jones. I'm the Associate Athletics Director for Strategic Communications here at App State.
I'm Andrew Corba. I'm Assistant Director of Strategic Communications, and I started in October of 2017.
We are the liaisons between the athletic teams here and a lot of other constituencies, which includes outside media, it includes the Sun Belt Conference, the NCAA.
The big thing today is graphics and GIFs and everything for social media. Our coaches push that out to their recruits so that we push our student athletes and to everybody into the media. So like, it's pretty important because that's what our jobs are, is to feed everyone that info. And whether it's updating the website so people can get their information from there, updating the schedules. So yeah, I mean, we have a pretty important job.
Writing is a huge portion of what we do on a daily basis. And if you don't like writing, you're going to be doing a lot of it. Also, I'd probably say, just in terms of communication skills, understanding who you need to talk to.
It helps to obviously know sports and to enjoy sports because you're doing it nonstop every day. And knowing sports has a lot to do with numbers and stats also. As
an SID, when you have assigned sports, you're kind of the person trying to be creative in what ideas you can do to continue to promote and push out that sport. Like women's basketball in off season now, so I'm trying to come up with creative ideas to promote our athletes.
It's helpful to know the journalism world because we're interacting with journalists all the time, and certainly there's a lot of elements of what we do that is news writing. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, your newspapers and your TV stations are going to focus a little bit more on the negative because that's what gets readers, that's what makes the headlines, and those things are newsworthy. But there has to be somebody who's making sure that the positive stories are going out.
Professional athletes, a little bit more are coached up on how to speak with the media and everything. Here in the college level, it's similar, but you may have to coach them up a little bit more, tell them, just talk with them, say, hey, somebody wants to talk to you about this, here's what to expect, here's some potential topics that will be discussed.
There's some negative that goes on, and it certainly happens. Every athletic department just kind of have to be on the same page. You kind of have to talk to the right people. If something happens with like a basketball team, like if a player gets in trouble, you just make sure you're communicating with your head coach, your administrator, maybe AD, and maybe your boss too.
Also, I'd probably say, just in terms of communication skills, understanding who you need to talk to, running things by other people, talking to them, making sure that you're communicating them and you're on the same page with everybody, because you're going to be reporting to a lot of different people and working with a lot of different people on a lot of different projects. On a daily basis, the responsibilities on our plate increase, and there's a lot of moving parts that just one person can't do.
Really, as a student, there's so many things. There's just a lot of tedious work in this profession that's not always quite the glamorous side of sports that you think of. But somebody has to do that research for game notes. Somebody has to update bios. Somebody has to be able to keep files and archives in order.
Having a good contingent of student workers is vital.
I mean, there's about a week at the end of June and the first week or two of July that are a little bit slower, but usually the other 49 weeks are pretty fast-paced and chaotic. And you just kind of get used to it. It's your normal, and it's fun. The part of the reason that I love this job is because you always are doing something new every day.
Keeping yourself on your toes, yeah, it's part of it. It's what you sign up for. But that's also one of the fun parts of the job is, on a daily basis you can go in, thinking what you're going to be doing, but then something completely out of left field could come in and that'll take up your time.